Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's already September, holiday season started kicking in. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this farmhouse Christmas tree skirt. The yarn is sponsored by Hobby, one of my favorite online yarn stores. The links to the materials are in the description box along with the writing pattern. The tree skirt measures 40 inches in diameter, and this is based on a 6-foot tree. Of course, you can turn this into a smaller or larger size according to your tree. I used 3 different colors for this pattern. This is the main color, and I call it color A. It's a number 4 medium category yarn. Each one is about 50 grams. That's about 100 meters long. This is color C. Color B is a lovely gold color. This is also a number 4 medium category yarn. Each one is about 50 grams. That's about 90 meters long. For this project, I used a 10mm hook, a pair of scissors, yarn needle, and stitch markers. Alright, let's get started. To begin the pattern, with 2 strands of yarn, make a slip knot. Insert the hook. And make a chain of 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To begin the first row, add 2 more chains. 1, 2. Now we have 32 chains. On the 3rd chain from hook, that's 1, 2, 3, this one. Turn to the back. In the little bump at the back of the chain, place a double crochet, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. That's 1 double crochet into the next chain, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. That's 2 double crochet into the next chain, 3, 4, and double crochet into every chain. By the end of the chain, there will be 30 stitches. To begin row 2, 1 chain, and this does not count as a stitch, and turn, single crochet into the first stitch, increase in the next stitch, so place 2 single crochet. That's 1, and 1 more into the same stitch, 2. And here comes the repeat, single crochet into 2 stitches, increase, place 2 single crochet in this stitch, 1, 2, single crochet into 2 stitches, then increase, place 2 single crochet in this stitch, 1, 2, single crochet into 2 stitches, then increase. Repeat this all the way to the end, and I meet you at the end of the row. At the end of row 2, after the last increase, we have 1 stitch left. Single crochet into the last stitch. Total 40 stitches. 1 single crochet at the beginning and 1 single crochet at the end. That's 2 single crochet. The reason we are doing this way is to try to make a perfect round circle, and by not placing an increased stitch into the same increased stitch as the previous row. And we only do this when it's an even number of increases. On this row, it was 2 single crochet, then increase. Divide by the 2 in half, that's 1. That's why we started with 1 single crochet and ended with 1 single crochet. To begin row 3, 2 chains. 1, 2, and this does not count as a stitch. Turn, double crochet into 1, 2, 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, then increase. So place 2 double crochet in this stitch. 1 and 1 more into the same stitch. And the repeat is double crochet into 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, increase. 1, 2. Repeat this all the way to the end. By the end of the row, there'll be 50 stitches. To begin row 4, 1 chain, turn, single crochet into 2 stitches. 1, 2. Increase in the next stitch, so place 2 single crochet in this stitch. And the repeat is single crochet into 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then increase. So 2 single crochet in this stitch. Single crochet into 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. Increase. The repeat of this row is 4 single crochet, then increase. Divide by the 4 in half, that's 2. That's why we started with 2 single crochet. At the end of row 4, after the last increase stitch, we have 2 stitches left. Single crochet into the last 2 stitches. Total 60 stitches. To begin row 5, 2 chains. 1, 2, turn, double crochet into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. Then increase. So place 2 double crochet into this stitch. 1, 2. And the repeat is double crochet into 5 stitches. Then increase. And repeat this all the way to the end. Total 70 stitches. Before we begin row 6, at the end of row 5, 1 chain, cut yarn, because we're going to change color, turn your work, insert hook into the first stitch, insert color B, the gold color, pull through, one chain to begin. For this row, the increase is 6 single crochet, then increase. The bye-bye did 6 in half, that's 3. So we're going to start with single crochet into 1, 2, 3 stitches. That's 1, 2, 3. Then increase. So 2 single crochet in this stitch. 1, 2. And the repeat is single crochet into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches. Then increase. And repeat single crochet into 6 stitches, then increase. And repeat this all the way to the end. At the end of the row, single crochet into the last 3 stitches. Total 80 stitches. To begin row 7, at the end of row 6, 1 chain, cut yarn, turn your work, insert color C into the first stitch, two chains, 1, 2, and this does not count as a stitch. In the same stitch, place a double crochet, then skip 1. In the next stitch, make a puff stitch. That's yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert into the same stitch one more time, yarn over, pull up a loop, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 loops. Yarn over, pull through 7 loops. 1 chain to close. 1 chain. Basically, there are 2 chains here. And in the same stitch, place another puff stitch. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 more times, yarn over, insert into the same stitch, yarn over, insert into the same stitch, with 7 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 7 loops, 1 chain to close, 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. Skip 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. Puff stitch. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up a loop 2 more times. That's 2 and 3. Then yarn over, pull through 7 loops. 1 chain to close, 1 chain, and place another puff stitch into the same stitch. Once you have 7 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 7 loops, 1 chain, 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. Skip 4, pop stitch. One chain to close, 1 chain, another pop stitch into the seam stitch. One chain to close, 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. Skip 1, 2, 3, 4, pop stitch. And repeat this all the way around, and I meet you at the end of the row. At the end of row 7, after the pop stitch, and I have 2 stitches left, skip 1, double crochet into the last stitch. So on this row, we did not make any increases. One chain, cut yarn. The next part of the pattern might be a little confusing with the stitch counts. It's important to know where the stitches are on the previous row, so stitch markers will be a lifesaver. The last increased row we did were row 6, total 80 stitches. After we changed color on row 7 with pop stitches, there were no increasing, which means we still have 80 stitches. To count the stitches, we do not count the chains up here. If we do, there'll be more. The way to count is, we started with a double crochet and ended with a double crochet. So the first double crochet is the first stitch. The space between the double crochet and the pop stitch, that's the second stitch. The 1 chain space between the 2 pop stitches is the third stitch. And over here, the 3 chain space counts as 4 stitches. So 1 stitch, 4 stitches, 1 stitch, 4 stitches, and so on. Row 8 is another increased row. Insert into the first stitch, which is the double crochet stitch with color B, the gold color. Pull through, one chain to begin. To carry on with the increase, on row 6, we did 6 single crochet, then increase. On this row, single crochet into 7 stitches. The first stitch is above the double crochet stitch. That's 1. The second stitch is the space in between the double crochet and the pop stitch. So that's 2 single crochet, and third stitch is in between the pop stitches. 3. In this chain space counts as 4 stitches. So place 4 single crochet, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the chain space in between the pop stitches, increase. Place 2 single crochet. And I recommend to place a marker into the last increase stitch. So basically, you're going to place a marker on every 9 stitch. we know it's 4 stitch counts, so place 4 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this space, we know it's 4 stitch counts, and we also know there's an increase in one of the stitches, so place 5 single crochet instead of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to count 9 stitches, but do not include the one with the marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we know this is the last stitch of the increased stitch. And this one count as 1 part of the new repeat. 2 plus 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then one of the stitches will be an increased stitch, so place 5 stitches over here. I know this is quite confusing, counting stitches and doing math at the same time, but I do find it a little bit easier when counting 9 stitches. I hope you can come up with an easier way for yourself. 4, 5. Okay, go back from the beginning here. We do not count the one with the marker. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is the last stitch of the increased stitch. Place a marker there. The next 3 stitches is going to be part of the new repeat. At the end of row 8, do not skip this space. Also counts as a stitch. Place a single crochet and 2 single crochet into the last stitch, which is the double crochet stitch. Total 90 stitches. 1 chain, cut yarn, the pattern starts to repeat starting on this row, while we are still making increases of 10 stitches in every row. So turn your work, insert new working yarn, which is color 8, into the first stitch, pull through, two chains to begin. 1, 2. The repeat for this row is 8 double crochet, then increase. Divide by the 8 in half is 4. So double crochet into 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then increase. So place 2 double crochet in this stitch. 1 and 1 more. 2. And the repeat for this row is double crochet into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then increase. So place 2 double crochet in this stitch. and repeat double crochet into 8 stitches. Then increase. Repeat this all the way around. At the end of row 9, after the last increase, we have 4 stitches left. Double crochet into the last 4 stitches. Total, we have 100 stitches. Row 10 is a single crochet row, so 1 chain and turn. Basically, the last row we are starting doing the repeat from row 1 to row 8, while we are still making increases of 10 stitches in every row and alternating between a single crochet row and a double crochet row. So for row 10, single crochet into 9 stitches. Then increase and repeat this all the way to the end. By the end of the row, there will be 110 stitches. And repeat row 1 to row 8 for as many times as needed for the size of your tree, while we are still making increases of 10 stitches in every row and alternating between a single crochet row and a double crochet row. And I'll meet you at the end of the pattern. I repeat this section row 1 to row 8 4 times. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ended with color B, which is the gold color. Row 33 is another row of increase with color 8, and it's a double crochet row with the repeat of 29 double crochet, then increase. Total ended with 310 stitches. 1 chain and cut yarn at the end of row 33. To begin the final row, insert new working yarn into the first stitch. 1 chain to begin. This is another increase row, so carry on with the increase from the previous row. The repeat for this row is single crochet into 30 stitches, then increase. Divide by the 30 in half, that's 15. So single crochet into 15 stitches, then increase. And the repeat is single crochet into 30 stitches, then increase. At the end of the row, single crochet into the last 15 stitches. By the end of row 34, we have a total of 320 stitches. But wait, this row is not finished. Continue with the same working yarn and single crochet along the edge of the tray skirt and all the way around until you are back to the beginning of row 34. Right here. The last stitch is a corner stitch, so we're going to place another single crochet into the same stitch. And we're going to do the same on all the corners. Over here, place 2 single crochet because it's a double crochet row where we started with 2 chains. One single crochet, two single crochet, one single crochet, two single crochet. Place 2 single crochet on the double crochet row and 1 single crochet on the single crochet row. At the corner, place 2 single crochet. And do this all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. We are now back to the beginning of row 34. After the last stitch, cut yarn, with a yarn needle, insert into the first stitch, Then insert into the back loop of the previous stitch. Tie a knot and weave in all the tails. And now the tray skirt is finished. If you like the video, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!